I have a story I wanted to share with you guys. This is out of Richmond, Saskatchewan. Ooh. So way up there in the north. Mack Lamoureux writing for Vice. There's little doubt that at the moment, Richmond, Saskatchewan, population 130, is the most fortified city in all of Canada. Hugh Everding, a bald, hulking man about 6'4", stares out of the kitchen window of his bungalow as police vehicle after police vehicle rolls down the street headed towards a check stop manned by half a dozen armed cops, ready to interrogate both locals and miscreants on what their business is here. Seeing another cop car, Hugh takes a sip of his craft beer, turns to us and says that no matter the police presence, it's just dead around these parts. Quote, "You can hear a mouse get a hard-on out here."
Fucking A.
Wow, that's really horny. Ooh, horny.
Damn.
Calm before the storm, I guess, he says. But you can always spot a storm in the prairies. In Hugh's case, it was just across the street where the so-called Queen of Canada and her cult of followers have taken over an abandoned school.
Is this on Thanksgiving or
this
just
is
a wild day?
This is happening now. So, like I said, families, Thanksgivings are about family, and I know Canada has a weird day for Thanksgiving, but they're really bringing
it's a day that's not built around genocide or something.
they're building
probably like Family Day or something.
It's about bringing people together, and in this case, they've brought a few people together in an abandoned school that is now a home of a cult. So, in less than 24 hours, the town was ready to go to war with the cult next door. It had been almost a month since Romana Didulo, the self-proclaimed Q-Anon Queen of Canada, had come to town. So do you guys know about Romana Didulo?
The Q-Anon.
Of course. No, I have no idea who that is.
No, I do not.
She is...
when you give yourself a nickname, a moniker like that, no one knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Didulo, a Filipino immigrant of an unknown age, has managed to convince a sizable group of people that she's not just the true Queen of Canada, but also a spiritual figure. And she has hundreds of followers across the country, tens of thousands of followers online, and travels with a small but loyal cohort who have given up their lives for her. So she's been around for a while. Romana Didulo claims that, she, I guess, is the current monarch of Canada. And
fuck yeah.
Donald Trump named her Queen of Canada. And you're like, how did that happen, though?
I love it.
Commonwealth of the British Empire.
Donald Trump's in control of that.
Yeah, come on. On October 14th, she was planning to hold a meet and greet for her followers in Western Canada and to perform a weird ritual in the abandoned school gym. The town was planning on holding a get-together of its own, one that would hopefully send the cult a simple message: get the hell out of town. So they moved into the town's abandoned school on September 14th, and the property had been gifted to them by a follower. So one of her followers, I guess, just owned an abandoned schoolhouse, and previous to this they had been traveling around in like a shitload of Winnebagos.
Yeah, like Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see anything weird about this. It's the story of Jesus. Huh? They found a place to hang out. Jesus did that.
Just another Jesus.
You got a follower to be like, hey, look at this house. Let's
Yeah. So
woke me up to Christ. So
they have spent much of the last few months filming anyone who comes too close to the fences, and they are convinced that locals are planning to poison their dogs or burn them out. So they're fully like locked in for Waco. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking A.
But their paranoia is
In Canada.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
They
not all
build them
nice.
crazy up there too.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Especially
they don't make
is,
pasta right up there. So.
This is
Any place with the internet that's that remote
up there is garbage.
It's terrible.
You know, I will say Saskatchewan is the breadbasket of Canada. So if anybody knows how to do shit with wheat like pasta, it's maybe the Saskatchewan people. Who knows?
I'm moving there.
That's where they grow all that shit. But paranoia is contagious as locals are really upset and concerned by the group, especially after some of Didulo's followers emailed cease and desist letters threatening to execute town folks, including the mayor, if they did not accept the queen as their new sovereign.
God damn, Charles Manson.
Because
It's like, why do they think they're going to come burn them out?
yeah.
They're just making death threats to people. Why would they think that could come back on them?
Some guy built a big electric chair and put it in front of their compound just because they keep threatening to execute everybody. So some townsfolk was like, stick it up your fucking ass.
You can have my old electric chair. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you have that, sir?
So emissaries from the town, official and unofficial, have attempted to meet with Didulo, but she won't speak to anyone. And her followers recently put up hundreds of meters of metal fence around the property. Parents have stopped letting their kids go to the nearby playground, and tensions have worsened, hastened by outside media and uniformed members of the RCMP. So they're state troopers, the stadies, the Mounties, if you will. Mayor Brad Miller has essentially become the enemy number one for them. Didulo has called him a Nazi and a number of other offensive
Called them
insults.
a bunch of, quote, hosers.
That's right.
Real jerks.
This is Miller's quote. I love this. When I go in my hot tub, it's in the backyard. I feel like I can't go there now and just sit and enjoy myself. I feel like I need to have protection with
Yeah,
me.
you can't go back there anymore. Yeah, they're all over there.
So he's taking a little dip in the hot tub with like an AK-47 next to
Fucking
it.
cool.
Because they keep threatening to kill him.
Sounds like a Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah, I know, right? One of the later era ones where they're feeding his lines into an earpiece.
Now we all think it's justified. But
Yeah.
As I say.
up until recently, questionable.
So the mayor's wife told Vice News that locals are calling tradespeople and companies in the area and asking them not to do any work for her. So apparently the Q-Anon queen has been going on her live stream every day and being like, we need plumbers. And no, there's just no plumbers coming. So the smells inside that place have to be indescribable because they can't get plumbing working on.
I have faith in the Canadian people, though, that some people will be like, yeah, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm just
It
leaving.
smells like shit in here. I'm not going to stay. It smells like garbage.
Didulo first came on the scene as a small bit player pretending to be a politician in the 2021 Canadian election. She portrayed the character of a hardline violent leader in the vein of Filipino strongman Rodrigo Duterte, promising to execute anyone who helped vaccinate children. When this didn't take off, she slowly moved into QAnon territory, saying that she was the Queen of Canada, appointed by Donald Trump, and soon after, a well-known QAnon figure confirmed her, and her profile exploded as she began to gain followers.
Man.
Yeah, so after years of building an online following and milking money out of those followers, she made a switch to IRL during the trucker occupation of Ottawa. So last year when the fucking Canadian truckers were doing all the shit in the Canadian capital, that's when they got like the big convoy going, and she started making personal appearances. So
Whoa, she stood on top of the trucks while they drove.
yeah, kind of.
On the highway.
Yeah.
Like fucking Mad Max style, Fury
exactly.
Road
She was
style.
playing guitar and there's flames coming out.
There's like a sex gimp that's like being like, feed me ribs.
Yeah, like
Feed me horny
licking
ribs.
gasoline.
Didulo now claims that she is a leader who routinely communes with aliens, dubbed the Intergalactic Alliance, and says that she is
all the crazy shit.
Star
Just
Trek.
check it off.
it's
Yeah.
all. She's every conspiracy theory. She's doing it.
Yeah.
She says that she is a being with a variety of powers from a different dimension, trying to save this dimension. She tells her group that they don't need to pay their mortgages or utility bills, and that has resulted in many of her followers losing their homes or having their power shut
Who'da
off.
thunk it? Yeah, who'da thunk it?
Yeah. So she is at this point pulled in hundreds of thousands of dollars from her followers. Former followers, some of whom handled the cult's finances, said the group spends thousands of dollars a week on gas, food, and Didulo's impromptu purchases like laptops, cell phones, and once a hotel room that sat empty for a week as the group waited in vain for Russian President Vladimir Putin to come meet with them, and he did not show up. So apparently she was like, "Oh, he's coming. Let's all go to this city," and just bought a bunch of hotel rooms and shit to wait for Putin. And then this is my favorite detail because I do love this artist. In one case, a former member alleged that during a 10-hour drive, Didulo played the 1978 Boney M song Rasputin on repeat for the entire duration of the trip with no breaks.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Rasputin. I say ton.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Tomato,
Fucking
tomato.
Alice's Restaurant, Ernest, and now this. I don't know that song.
I've never.
You got to
heard
get on this
song,
QAnon
yeah.
shit, Carter. There's a lot there for you to uncover.
Am I sitting around with my fucking head buried in the sand?
Fucking moron.
We actually talked about Boney M when we did a whole
Boney M's like Boney Bear's brother.
The dude used to sell me weed named Boney M.
Bone E.M.
Dude, Boney M kicks ass. We talked about Boney M a little bit. We did a whole episode about Milli Vanilli and the people behind Milli Vanilli in the 80s. This was their
is that
70s
right?
thing. Yeah. These are all like Germans, I think. But
It's like fucked up disco, like
yeah,
fucking.
it's like
It's been,
MC Hammer
it's been
pants.
remixed to hell like 1,000 times by people. Like
Yeah.
it's like a club hit.
oh yeah. Yeah,
These
this
people
is-
were MC Hammer, or were Milli Vanilli.
well, no,
people
the
who wrote the
producer, the
song.
production
Yeah.
team behind this. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good song, but for 10 hours on loop.
I mean, this will make you fucking go nuts. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wear pants like that.
No, we've talked about this too. Songs to play on internet jukeboxes that will vacate a
Yeah,
bar.
no shit.
Yeah. That'll make you, lose your sense of reality and stuff like that.
The best one is the first track off Each One Teach One by Oneida.
Oh, there we go.
It is a 14-minute song of the same riff, but like it's loud clashing drums over and over and over.
My
again.
friend Eli used to always play Close to the Edge by Yes, and like the first like 45 seconds just like rainforest sounds.
Yeah.
And we were just like, what the fuck? And then it's like 23 minutes long or something. And it's like, it's like every insane like prog rock thing you can do in a song.
Sheets of Easter. That's what it's called. If you want to have fun, go to an internet jukebox and put in Sheets of
Yeah.
Easter by Oneida. It's 15 minutes. And we did it at Red Door once, and they turned it off.
Nah.
They were like, well, you mother-"
Somebody smashed the speaker with a big
Well,
hammer.
the bartender was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh yeah, especially that place. They're like
Yeah, yeah.
Guns N' Roses and fucking
Guns N' Roses, and fucking Jason Aldean, or whatever.
yeah.
Other members have alleged that she's threatened them with execution, forced followers to sleep on the floor so her dogs can sleep in the beds, forbidden them to shower,
Aw.
and forced them to work extremely long hours. So
Sweet.
this
I
is
love
like,
dogs. So
Dogs in a bed. So cute.
dogs in the bed. They
so
gotta
cute.
get in the bed.
Get on the floor.
We cuddle, you know.
It's true. Cuddle my dog.
Her latest setup in Richmond, however, appears to be a bit different. It seems like they've got something really good. This is the quote. It seems like they've got something really good that they want to hold on to that's really working for them, said Christine Sarteshi, a criminology professor at Chatham University who follows Didulo closely. So this is also one of those things where like this person is always just being followed around by like a legion of journalists. Like her entire following is like the craziest people in the world following her personally. You know, people who are internet crazy follow her online, but then everybody else that's in the caravan is just people from Vice and Daily Beast just writing down everything. Like this is the
Great. That's like the
wildest shit
20s.
ever.
That's like the 20s, like Citizen Kane or some shit.
yeah, it is.
They're like, we got to get down to the bottom of this story.
Yeah.
What does that happen anymore? I love it. I want people getting down to the bottom of stories more often.
Yeah.
On the road with a notebook.
But yeah, they had this, the big day comes where they've got this protest going, and then meanwhile inside, she turns on the stream, and they finally see the inside of the gymnasium where they're going to do their ritual, and she's painted it purple and white, which is her colors. And it's funny because in the article they interview all these people who went to high school there, and they're just like, that high school's filled with my trophies are in those cases. Like they're so mad about this. Like she took down the letters that said, high school and put up fucking,
My
whatever,
school.
Q-Anon Queen
It's
of
my
Canada.
school.
Yeah. But yeah, during the ceremony, she made her followers repeat, "I am hereby declare my oath of sovereignty under natural law in the Kingdom of Canada. With this oath, I remove myself from maritime law and move into the natural law on this day of October 2023 in Richmond, Saskatchewan."
Yeah.
And so it is.
These
Back to
people
that
just-
Navy stuff.
These people just love phrases and words.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sound maritime
law. We're removing ourselves from maritime
Shoot,
law.
then no
and
one-
entering fucking
No one in this,
Quadratic time, space time.
subterranean reversal.
no
law.
one in this cult could tell you what that means.
Yeah, of
At
course.
all.
Yeah.
The last little bit here. While this cult is showing a few cracks, and Didulo is posting repeatedly about the need for a plumber because they don't have heat or hot water, they're showing no sign of breaking down. But one of the townspeople says, "I'm 73 years old now. How much time do I have left? I'm not going to let them ruin it." To this day, the Cold War between the town and their wacky new neighbors continues.
No,
So that's-
guys.
It's a wild country situation
Yeah,
up there.
straight up. Yeah, I'm going to say probably like 2 years out from the documentary, considering how thoroughly this is being covered by Vice and Daily Beast.
sure.
I was like, some
I'll
people
say,
are filming all this shit.
Some fledgling filmmakers already fucking called it. So there's,
yeah.
Yeah, there's no, you can't. Yeah, take all the ideas, man.
yeah.
take all the ideas.
It won't let me make
They
it.
take all my ideas.
They take all my fucking ideas. Shame on you.
Yeah.
That's a
Shame
Robert
on
De
you.
Niro in court reference over there. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
Shame on you. Shame
yeah. He used her whole name. Whatever. Robert De Niro yelled at his assistant in court. And he went full Robert De Niro for a second. He's like, I apologize. All right. Pulled it back in. But
For a little out of order myself. It was a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit out of order.
Yeah, Carter does the voice good. So basically, she was suing the fuck out of him for no reason because she can't get the insane amount of pay from someone else that she got from Robert De Niro. And now he's definitely going to die soon. So she got laid off before the pandemic. So she's like, can't get a job that pays her this insane salary. So she decided to sue him. And he's fucking livid about it, obviously. So in the court the first day, he was playing it cool. Then he finally freaked out and was like, Carter, you can just do it. Make up a last name.
on you! Shame on you, Chase! Whatever her name is. Shame on you!
He called her whole name like, shame on you. He went full De Niro. Then he was like, oh, sorry.
A little out of order myself, a little bit.
But everyone was like, fuck yeah. That's what we came here for. He did it.
And she's suing him for like
fucking
workplace
did it.
abuse,
Yeah,
like being rude. So that
totally,
doesn't help his case.
Totally.
At all.
It does seem like he's definitely right, though, and she seems like an insane person. But I'm just Googling. What do I know?
Yeah, the townspeople during this protest just circled the building, blowing their horns. That didn't work. How do you take this person? How do you get them out?
I'll tell you go over and you insult them real good.
Yeah,
That's right.
You hurt their feelings.
you say, "Hey, lady."
Hey, lady, you smell like crap.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No one's gonna fix your toilet. Their commode's fucked.
Yeah, why don't you stop sleeping with your dogs and let other people sleep in there? You jerk.
Yeah, you
You call her a jerk and she'll probably cry. I'm just telling you, that's how it's generally works. He keeps like slipping into like Chicago.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you sound like the fucking Chris Farley when he's doing like I have some character.
The Bears.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
Bears.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So that's the report from the prairie.
It's painful to hear.
Yeah.
Happy fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, they got a different one out there.
I don't want a family no more.
Yeah, theirs is like 3 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something weird.
Everyone is dead as of this recording.
Yeah, exactly. Clowning on these dead folks.
Shit.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Queen dumbass. Just kidding.
That tryptophan got me faded.
That's right.